Aloha and welcome to another TR-6S tutorial. I am Unit E, and in this video I want to talk about the new 1.5 firmware update. You'll find the version at the end of your utility menu right there on version. You'll see 1.50 to confirm that it has been up to that full version. After you do the update, make sure to go do a factory reset. If you haven't already, before any update, always back up, and then after the factory reset, be sure to restore so you don't lose any of your patterns or kits. Moving on, let's talk about the new features. First, they gave us 6 new FM drum models, and all of these drum models have additional FM parameters that we get to tweak and play with. I've set up each one of the new drum models to take a quick listen to. I'm not going to spend a lot of time, but I just want you to see kind of a variety of what comes through here. First, we have our bass drum, our kick model, FM kick model, and you get a nice big decay on this one. I've mapped the FM depth, which is the first new parameter that you can assign or control in these new FM models. As you can see, it has quite some grit to it. There are many other parameters. Quickly looking at them, get past our tune, we have FM depth, ratio, decay, and feedback. We also have a regular feedback, color, high pass, and low pass cutoff, along with a low pass resonance. All these are standard with the new FM drum models, and each one of them have a couple extra of their own, such as a pitch envelope for the bass, for the kick, which also gives you a pitch decay, body, and click. All right. Next, we have a snare model. Sounds really nice. Get some fun sounds in there. Okay, a lot of fun on that one. And then next is a tom model. One of the features in the tom model is introducing noise to it, which can be interesting for the sounds. Next, we have a clap model. So many different sounds. Also, when you get into the ratios, there's also claps and intervals for the clap model. You get a cymbal model. I just put that on the closed hat track, but it's a cymbal. Once you play with ratios and a variety of other things, you can really get some ringing sounds out of that. And then last but not least is the perk model. Okay, a lot of fun new sounds and of course additional parameters. Those parameters all can be mapped to the control knob, or at least one of them can, and motion recorded. You can also do LFO to some of the parameters. A lot of fun to be had here. Moving on. Along with the 6 new drum models, they've given us 4 new effects. 2 of them are master effects, and we can find those in our master effects here, shift master effects. One is fattener, and the other is a vinyl simulator. Very cool. 2 new sounds to add into it. The fattener has a couple parameters like odd and even harmonics that you get to fatten. So check it out and really play with that one. And the vinyl sim gives you that crackle and also does some fun stuff to the kind of texture and transient shape of the sounds. Play with it. Check it out. And the other 2 are a brand new reverb and brand new delay. So the reverb is a Hadu from the SP404, and the delay is a pitch shift delay. Very exciting, fun new effects to add into your arsenal. Not only do we have all that, but they've also given us random kit and random instruments. So what that is when you're playing with something, let's just take my kick for example. I can press sample and the bass drum, and it will give me a random bass drum. The nice thing is since I'm in the bass drum Since I'm in the bass drum category, it will only give me randoms in that category. if I want to go back to what I was doing from the last time I saved. Now remember, this is why overwriting is important. The last time I saved my selection, I can go back to it by holding utility, holding sample, and hitting that bass drum again. Now I'm back to that kick model. That can be done for each instrument. Again, holding sample and pressing any of the instrument track buttons will give you a random instrument in the category that is currently selected for that track. Not what is named down here, what is up here. And also, like I said, a random kit. If you sample an instrument, it will change all the instruments. Let's get something. Sample instrument. All different instruments. My sequencing stays the same, but the instruments on my kit change. If I want to go back to the kit I had last time I saved, utility, sample, instrument, and it reloads them all. Okay, those are all new random kit and random instrument. And I saved one of the best ones for last that everybody's been asking for. Probability. We got them per step on each instrument. If we go in here, you can hear it happening with my closed hats. I have probabilities on my steps here that you can see are orange. They are a little bit different. I know that can be difficult to see on the screen, but you have almost a lighter red orange than the normal red. To get probability, you simply hold the step down, and you might be right here where it says tune. If you know your 6S, you know that this is how you can do step recording with different parameters. Well, scrolling through these with utility, you go through your knobs, then into velocity, where you can do velocity per step, and then you get to probability. Now, every step I hold, I could turn the knob and in 10% increments, dial in the probability that that step will play. The lower the percentage, the less likely that step will play. Also, we get sub-step probabilities. What if I hold this down and I go utility one more time? You see sub-probability. Let's give that a 30% chance that this step is going to be a sub-step and not a regular step. Not only on top of that, but that regular step has a 30% probability of playing. So let's make it a 60%, 70% chance that it will play. And 30% of the time that it plays, it's going to be a sub-step. You can already hear the ones coming out. There's your sub-step. Really fun to be adding in. You can introduce a whole lot of other aspects to your patterns. I know a lot of you have been asking for it. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Not only do we get step probability on each instrument and sub-step probability, but Roland also gave us a master offset for these probabilities. Now, to get into this, it's a two-step process. First, you got to hit bass drum and snare drum to get into your accent mode, and then hold TR record and turn the decay knob to adjust the master probability percentage. Now, these go by 1%. It's finer tuning, but what this does is it will add or it will remove this much percent of your probability from any steps that have less than 100% probability. So if I turn these down to, some of those are at 30%, if I turn down to at least 33%, a lot of these ones that are 30% will never play. You won't hear that sub-step at all, ever. Now, if I go ahead and I turn down to, say, 80, you're hearing skips. So all these sub-steps and these ones that are probabilities, I've taken away 80% and they were set at 50, so there's no way these steps will play. What's fun now is I can start introducing steps back in. At 0%, all the probabilities play as they were programmed. Now at 50%, if I add 50%, everything plays. And there's still a 30% chance plus 50 that the sub-step, so an 80% chance it's going to be a sub-step. A very fun new feature that we got in there. Those are all the features that are in the new 1.5 upgrade for the TR-6S. If you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up so you can let everyone else know. Subscribe to my channel if you like what I'm doing. and ring the bell to be notified every time I put up a new video. And as always, thanks for watching.